The market capitalization of the coin is used to summarize all that is taught in this video. Additionally, I would ask that you support my channel by liking it and subscribing to it so that you can stay up to date on future XRP news as well as other cryptocurrency news in general. Take a look at this now, shall we? Although the SEC has seen some setbacks, it has continued its aggressive crackdown on the cryptocurrency business. A sanction from a court in Utah is one of the many legal problems that the Securities and Exchange Commission has been forced to face during its time as chairman. The Commission has also been presented with a vast number of other legal challenges. When Gary Gensler was named chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission in 2021, his initial objective was to take action against the cryptocurrency sector. He intended to investigate and take action against the industry. In spite of this, he quickly began to exhibit signs of uncertainty over this undertaking. During his tenure, the Securities and Exchange Commission began a number of lawsuits against important participants such as Coinbase, Binance, and Terraform Labs. These lawsuits were filed against these financial institutions, despite the fact that the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has won or handled many instances. Gensler's more general opinion that nearly every token, with the exception of one, is under his authority has been greeted with hostility. Recent events have resulted in the Securities and Exchange Commission ceasing its investigation into the BUS stablecoin, which was manufactured by Paxos and branded by Binance. Some of the most prominent losses that have taken place are the objections raised by the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) to spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds ETFs, Ripple Labs, staff. Accounting Bulletin 121 and Debtbox. District Judge Annalisa Torres' judgment that Ripple's institutional sales of XRP were unregistered securities is in direct contradiction to the stance expressed by Gensler, who contends that the majority of cryptocurrency tokens are securities. Gensler's position is that the majority of cryptocurrencies are securities. During the political conflict that surrounded the repeal of Staff Accounting Bulletin 121, which was criticized by the Government Accountability Office for enforcing the regulation without sufficient review from Congress, the government was attacked for its actions. The Securities and Exchange Commission took a hit to its reputation, which was negatively impacted. During the course of the political struggle, fraudulent representations were made in the complaint that the Securities and Exchange Commission filed against Debtbox. As a consequence, the lawsuit was dismissed and the SEC was required to pay a total of $1.08 million in legal fees. Notwithstanding these setbacks, the Securities and Exchange Commission, also known as SEC, has recently accomplished a number of victories that have the potential to have an impact on the regulations that will be implemented in the future. It is not well recognized that there have been numerous successful enforcement actions. During the course of this year, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) reached a settlement in 3 cases that were associated with cryptocurrencies. This was often owing to the fact that the cases involved smaller enterprises. Rockwell Capital Management, Shapeshift, and Tradition were some of the companies involved in these lawsuits. Furthermore, the Securities and Exchange Commission decided to press charges against 17 individuals in connection with a Ponzi scheme that included a total of $300 million. According to a comment made by Molly White, the author of the Crypto Critical blog Web3, it has been said that the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) continues to pursue crypto-related concerns in an aggressive manner. On the other hand, not every investigation will result in regulatory compliance. However, according to Bitfinex Ed, a critic who adopts a pseudonym and expects the Securities and Exchange Commission to win every case is comparable to expecting traffic cops to put an end to gang warfare. Catherine Polk-Fila, a district judge in the United States, has recently proposed that the cryptocurrency correspondence from Gary Gensler, the chair of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, through a subalterner should be adjusted to account for such initiatives. Despite the fact that the United States House of Representatives is still holding the Biden veto on the SAB 1 and 21 accounting rule, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission is currently granting some relief to banks and brokerages regarding the reporting of cryptocurrency transactions. This relief is being provided in connection with the reporting of cryptocurrency transactions. A decision was made by the Securities and Exchange Commission (CC) to allow financial institutions to exclude cryptocurrency holdings from their balance sheets. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission has opened up a new route that provides financial institutions and brokerage firms with the chance to avoid disclosing the cryptocurrency holdings of their customers on their balance sheets. This new channel was made available to these institutions. In spite of this, the banks have a responsibility to make certain that they steer clear of any and all risks that are associated with the scenario. This is because the contentious crypto accounting guidance has been a subject of significant discussion in Congress. The action that you have taken is one that is greatly appreciated. The staff of the Securities and Exchange Commission has already begun offering guidance on certain arrangements that do not make it necessary to show a liability of cryptocurrency holdings on the balance sheets. This is according to a person who is familiar with the subject matter. Over the course of the past year, the Securities and Exchange Commission of the United States of America has maintained communication with a number of influential personalities in the financial sector. In addition to this, companies have been enabled to avoid reporting on the balance sheet while simultaneously ensuring that the assets of their customers are protected in the event that a consumer declares bankruptcy. This authorization was granted to them, the individual who talked. With Bloomberg stated that the Securities and Exchange Commission has demanded more measures from the bank, including internal protections, in order to better the safeguarding of these holdings. This information was provided by the individual who spoke with Bloomberg. This is something that the gold and cryptocurrency markets are anticipating, and it is probable that the guidelines will be favorable to other cryptocurrency companies. There are a number of other cryptocurrency companies in the United States that already offer services that are comparable to those that are provided by the SEC. These companies have the potential to benefit from the SEC's position on Bitcoin accounting. Lenders have asserted that the severe accounting requirements prevent them from providing crypto services, and this argument has been supported financially. Due to the fact that higher balance sheets would trigger capital requirements from the banks rather than the Securities and Exchange Commission, this is the reason why capital requirements are triggered. Trade groups that represent the banking and financial industries have been pressing Congress to rescind the staff recommendation, which is effectively a rule issued by the executive branch. These groups have been calling for Congress to reverse the proposal. Attempts by the House of Representatives to override a presidential veto of a resolution that sought to eliminate Staff Accounting Bulletin 121 were unsuccessful on Thursday. The policy was intended to be repealed. As a direct consequence of this, the accounting rule has not changed from its existing form. Additionally, the source mentioned that banks have successfully argued in discussions with the staff of the SEC that took place behind closed doors that wallets in spot Bitcoin ETFs ought to be segregated from the jurisdiction of cryptocurrency guidance. These discussions took place over the course of a confidential meeting. Following the announcement of the Chicago-based derivatives, ExchangeChem Group disclosed its intention to provide real-time indices and reference rates for the cryptocurrency in collaboration with CF Benchmarks. This was done in order to highlight the new milestone that XRP has reached. After the announcement had been made, this came to light. According to Garlinghouse, who has made this remark, the first step toward institutional crypto goods is to establish a benchmark reference rate that can be relied upon. It has been said by the market. The Ripple supervisor continued with their story. There is a need among institutional investors for a price feed that can be taken with confidence, and the introduction of XRP proves that. This need exists. The internet computer in question additionally, in addition to the cryptocurrency known as XRP, CME Group has also developed a number of goods. The real-time indices on key digital asset trading platforms such as Coinbase, Bitstamp, and Kraken will be updated every second, and the frequency of these updates will be determined by the activity that takes place in the order books that are accessible throughout those platforms. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon UTC. The daily benchmark values of the cryptocurrency that was mentioned earlier will be communicated to the trading community. In 2016, the CME made the initial announcement that it would be offering real-time indexes and reference rates for Bitcoin. This announcement was made during the year 2016. In the period that has passed since then, it has offered these solutions for a wide range of alternative cryptocurrencies, including as Ethereum, Algorand, Avalanche, Bitcoin, Cash, Cardano, Chainlink, Litecoin, Stellar,